What's going on, boys?
What is going on, boys? What is going on, boys? Yo, what is going on, boys? Been a long time since I've done one of those. I think over a month now since the Five Guys video. Anyways, what is going on, everyone? Obviously, part back. Today we got a video I've done every single year for the last 4 years around this time. Today we are going to be filming my senior year recap video. Now this is interesting because you guys have seen me film the same video freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and now my senior year. So you guys have literally seen me grow up throughout high school and recap my years of high school. So it's pretty crazy, honestly. It really is. Anyways, before we do get into that though, stay hydrated with some water. As well as subscribe. Make sure you do that. I'll wait. Alright, go do that. Also, I'd go get some popcorn or something like that, because by this point, you guys know how these videos go. They're usually like 20-some minutes long. I talk a lot, and we don't get shit done. So, I'd go get some popcorn to listen to my boring ass for 20 minutes, if you're interested in that. Anyways, so in these videos, you know, we just recap my entire high school year. Things I noticed, things that happened, important shit, stuff like that. So, before I even get into the beginning of senior year, I just want to say how grateful I am for everything that happened this year. This year of high school was definitely unmatched compared to any other year. Senior year was so crazy and insane compared to any other year, and that was including my sophomore year, which was fucking COVID. So just like the memories and vibes I had from this year with my friends, you know, and other people in my life and some family and stuff like that is unmatched, and nothing's ever gonna come close to just some of the stuff I did this year. It was crazy. Also, on a quick side note, I do want you guys to know this is the first one of these I have not scripted. Usually I write out like a script for these types of videos. This time I did not, because I don't really care about YouTube anymore, nor did I think it was a good idea for this one, because there's so much shit that happened in senior year that I just kind of thought it'd be better if I just kind of like naturally let my thoughts float in my head. And if I forget some, I forget some, you know, but even when I write a script, I'm gonna forget some shit. So there isn't a script for this video, so it might seem a little bit worse, might seem a little bit better, I'm not sure. But there isn't a script for this one. Anyways, so at the beginning of senior year, I'm going into the year taking full schedule again. And now I did not want to take a full class schedule because I had already had enough credits to graduate. So I was just getting ready to get the fuck out of high school, right? I was done, man. But anyways, I made me take a full class schedule, just, you know, filler, easy classes, because of football. Since you played football, or since you play a sport, you have to take a full class schedule, or like a certain amount of hours of classes, stuff like that. So I couldn't just take my one required credit that I needed, which was an English class, and then leave and go home for the rest of the day. Couldn't do that. So I had to stay for a whole class schedule. You know, like I said, just easy classes. So I'm not really stressed about classes this year or anything, because I know that, you know, even if I fail them, I'm gonna graduate because I have all the credits from last year and everything like that. So it's all good for me, right? Anyways, the classes are easy, like I said, so we just vibing through it. Now football, you know, football this year was a very big up and down battle, and obviously football lasts that whole like first quarter of your school year. As a team, we went 3-7, but as a player in my senior year, I couldn't have asked for my football career to, you know, end or go any other way than what it did. I'm so thankful for, you know, just everything that happened football wise, and it was by far my favorite year of football ever. And you know what, football this year was absolutely crazy. So let's throw up a clip of football.
To the first and 10 national from the 46-yard line. Number 120, recovered by the Arrows.
Alright, so yeah, football meant a lot to me this year. It was, you know, some of my favorite moments of high school this year happened during football season. During that time, I don't want to stand on, or, you know, talk about football for too long because I can do that, a whole video on that too. So I want to get over football a little bit. So anyways, during football season though, I was still friends with the same group I've been friends with since literally birth. You know, Ethan, Jason, Caden, Jackson, Gavin, you know, people like that, right? Avery. You know, those guys are all still my absolute best friends. And I've been friends with them for a very long time now. And during football season, we started hanging out a lot, and, you know, whatever. And we did something absolutely crazy at the end of football season. You know, as soon as football season ended, and you know, a lot of my friends had more time, like Sam and stuff like that, since we weren't in football anymore. We're like, here's what we're gonna do, bro. Halloween, let's throw a fucking rave. Because no one else at our high school throws parties or anything, right? So we're like, all right, man, we gotta do something. We throw a fucking rave. Get a clip of the rave.
I'm gonna go.
Tell the bartender, make the motherfucker stronger. I wanna go all night longer. A couple rounds going down like water.
So the rave went pretty crazy. And the rave was pretty awesome. So that was one of my favorite moments of senior year, was definitely that rave. It was so hype. It was like the first party that like anyone in my group had like thrown in. No, it wasn't really like a party, but like I think at one point we had 40 people in that basement, and that is not a 40 people basement. It was just a very good time. You know, it was clean, very great time. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. It was just very awesome that someone at our school kind of did something like that. And so then moving on later into the year, I mean that was a Halloween, like I said. You know, November and December were pretty cut and dry. It was just now that football was over, you know, at this point, Ethan and I tried to stay in the gym a little bit because he was a soccer player and I was a football player. And, you know, since both our seasons were over, we just kind of wanted to stay fit and whatever. So we were kind of in the gym a bit. But during December, that kind of dropped off. November and December, I mean, it was pretty much, you know, you'd go to school Monday through Friday, and then Friday nights and Saturday nights, you were with the boys. You know, you were just hanging out, having a good time, doing whatever. I don't really recall anything monumental we did during November or December necessarily, but I do know that Thanksgiving break, we took a Kalahari trip. We can get a clip of that or a picture of that.
Yo.
What are they gonna do?
This
is crazy.
That went pretty crazy. You know, just 6 homies, you know, for the weekend at a water park. It was an absolutely good time. And then fast forward to December, I turned 18. Yay, congrats, Barty, you're an adult now. So now that I'm a full-grown adult and I'm 18, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, so Christmas break was pretty alright too. Did a lot of fun stuff over Christmas break. Anyways, what I'm trying to get to is that I have just been vibing, right? And then January comes around and I'm like, bro, I am over these fucking classes, dude. You know, after Christmas break, I'm like, dude, I can't do a full class schedule anymore. I'm like, there's no reason for me to be here doing jack shit until 3 o'clock, right? And so I talked to my guidance counselor and whatever, since it's now the start of the second semester, you can kind of change some classes and stuff like that. And I was able to work in a program that our school offers where after half the day or whatever, you take classes during the first half, and then during the second half of the day, you just leave those classes, you cut them off, you don't take them, and you go and work somewhere. and that's like kind of through the school. So then, you know, you kind of like tally how many hours you work and whatever, and that's how they kind of grade you for that class. So that's what I did, right? I got a job with my dad, great time. And so, you know, January, February, up until graduation, like today is going to be my last day. Also, in like 5 minutes, I have my last high school final, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, so I've been working there, and it's been great. You know, it's been a great job. Absolutely loved it. So what would happen now is I would go to school until like 11 o'clock, and then I would go to work until, you know, 4, 5, 4:30, whenever they closed up for the day. You know, it was usually 4 to 5, but yeah. Hydration break. Get your water. Anyways, so the winter vibes were pretty fucking crazy. But oh my lord, I completely forgot to mention, during football season, this was the first year anyone in our group had really kind of gone to any dances or anything. You know, homecoming, prom. We had a winter formal this year. This was really the first year anyone in our group had really kind of done it, because we just, you know, single, weren't really interested in years prior, right? But this year we're like, bro, we're seniors, we gotta go, bro. We gotta go to homecoming, formal, that kind of shit, right? We gotta go. So, homecoming, right? I get quarantined at this point because someone in school got COVID or something. So I get quarantined. I'm out of football for a week, everything, which sucked. So I'm not even living at my own house. I'm living with my grandparents for 2 weeks because my parents also had COVID. I've never gotten it because I'm a house cat. They don't understand. It's alright. JK. Anyways, so homecoming stuff rolls around. I get selected on homecoming court, and you know, great time. And then, you know, homecoming football game rolls around. Roll the clip.
21 Ashland homecoming king is Mr. Logan Bartholomew.
No way! Aaron!
You filmed that?
Barty wins homecoming king. Pretty absolutely crazy, right? So, I win homecoming king, and, you know, so then I'm like, shit, man, I gotta go to homecoming. So, you know, we get a big ass group, homecoming. Homecoming night was honestly one of my most memorable nights as well. Very great time at homecoming. Was with a really good group of guys, you know, same group of guys I've been friends with my whole life. And then, you know, the afterwards of homecoming was also pretty great. So then fast forward to winter now. So we have a winter formal coming up. And at this point, I had met my ex, again, because we dated last year. Anyways, we were dating again, is what I'm saying at this point. Me and her went to formal together, right? With, you know, a nice big group of friends. You know, a few of my buddies were dating a few chicks at this time and whatever. And so, you know, we took a big group to winter formal. Winter formal was more of like a low-key homecoming. Still a dance, but like low-key, you know, you don't dress up as nice, that type of thing. Winter formal, it was pretty good. It was a pretty fun night, I'm not gonna lie. You know, my date was awesome until recently. And then, you know, just a great time there and whatever at formal with the boys, with my date, and then the after party went crazy again. Hydration break. Anyway, so the winter vibes were pretty good. Like I said, during this time and stuff, it was just like, this is just the big picture of what we did senior year pretty much. It was just, you'd go to school Monday to Thursday, and then as soon as Friday hit, like, yeah, you'd go to school Friday, but you're just in a completely different mood because you know it's fucking Friday. So then, like, Friday and Saturday, you're just, you know, you're hanging out with the friends, girlfriend, whatever. And so that's just what we did every weekend. Like, we just weren't home on the weekends because we were just hanging out doing things, you know? So, you know, we would just work during the week, go to school during the week, and then, you know, boom, Friday comes around, we're all hanging out, man. It's a good time. So, anyways, winter formal was alright. That was at the end of January. My hair was very bad. Yeah, not a good time for Bart's hair. I might have made a video or something like that. when I had that hair. Anyways, so then, you know, we keep vibing, whatever, and February goes by pretty fast because February, it's a short month, whatever. Same shit kind of happens in March. We just kind of keep doing things on the weekends and that kind of stuff. In March, we did have one big hangout that went pretty crazy. We messed up my buddy's yard, completely destroyed it because we got like 4 trucks stuck in his yard because we were dipshits and it was muddy and wet out. But we're like, yo, let's tie a sled to the back of this car and just ride each other around in it. You know what I'm saying? We were idiots. Anyway, so we had to fix that yard just a few weeks ago recently. Regardless, so then April comes around, we got spring break, right? And at this time, I'm still dating my ex, and we planned a trip to Florida. So, boom, me and her go to Florida for spring break. I leave all my friends behind, whatever, they do their own shit over spring break. Me and her go to Florida. It was a great time in Florida. You know, I loved it. I thought it was really, really awesome. You know, super grateful for her family to take me and everything like that, and to be with her during that. It was a great vacation, you know? So, after spring break and whatever, we keep vibing, and pretty much as soon as we got back from spring break, in like a week, we had prom. And of course, I'm like, yo, I'm going to prom. My buddy Ethan, he's like, yeah, I'm going to prom. And I kind of dragged him into it because I had a date at this time. You know, I was not single. And so I was like, bro, I gotta go to prom. Like, Ethan's like, all right, yeah, I'll find a date because Ethan's hot. And he's like, all right, yeah, I'll go to prom. So we go to prom. Prom was a great time, had a great night. My day was awesome once again. Prom was legendary. You know, Ethan and I just vibed the whole time. It was awesome. But nothing compared to the homecoming. Homecoming this year was absolutely insane. I loved homecoming. We're through April, and it's like, damn, dude, we're about to graduate. And then May comes around, and man, we're in May, bro. Well, actually, fuck, this is June 1st when I'm filming this. We're into the last month of our school year ever, you know? So, whatever. During May, shit happens with me and the girlfriend. Now we exes. Hydration break. And then me and my friends obviously continue to hang out. Monday, you know, we even hung out, like it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and we're just like, hey yo, even though we got school tomorrow, we trying to like hang out tonight. And we would do that because it was just, I don't know, man, we're just such a close group and whatever, and I'm just so thankful for that. And that's just, you know, how we kind of are. Like, our group is just so insanely close, and you know, I just don't know another group that kind of vibes and does shit like we do. It's crazy, man. It is. So, anyways, we're going into literally my last day of school today. And you know, same shit's been happening since January. You know, it's been just kind of a get through Monday through Thursday, and then you know what? We just figure out to do something on the weekends. I don't really know anything super monumental that's happened most recently, but you know, I'll insert some clips and stuff like that. Man, senior year, I can't get over how amazing senior year was. Like, literally the last like 6 months, it's just boom, Friday's here, let's go hang out somewhere. Saturday's here, let's go hang out somewhere. Like, we're just gone doing things and whatever, and it's just been awesome. And I'm not going into a summer more excited than I am for this summer right here, because I know that my friend group is kind of closer than it ever has been before, and we're just, and you know what, we're all just looking forward to the future, man. I'm kind of scared for it, but you know, in a few months, you'll see me in college studying nursing, and you know what, I don't really know what's gonna happen then. It might be a Smart Art revival, probably not, but yeah, dude, it's just the stuff that's happened throughout high school is just absolutely crazy. And I just think it's even crazier that you guys have seen it since, you guys have seen me on the internet since 8th grade, and you've seen my recap videos, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. Like, you guys have literally seen me grow up on camera, and that's wild to me. I mean, you guys remember when I had hair that was down to my fucking shoulders, when I didn't have a beard, when I had a mullet and not this clean cut shit, and then you know, dude, you guys have seen so much. When I had a man bun, when I didn't have a tattoo, it's crazy. But I'm just super thankful for the journey, and I can't necessarily just describe how absolutely awesome this year was. But I am very thankful to get the fuck out of high school, and I hope this reaches, I hope I can upload this and edit it before our actual graduation, so you guys can kind of watch it before, you know, we actually walk and get our diplomas and that kind of thing. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Here it is, man. You guys have seen every single year now of high school. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Just recaps now. And now we're on to college, man. The next chapter. So, I'm not sure how often you guys will see me, you know, video-wise and that everything, but it did feel like I had to make this video because of all the other ones I made. So, I wanted to get this one out there at least for you guys. And anyways, hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe, you know, just vibing. And yeah, you guys take care.